Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're cracking the code on one of the most high-stakes, and let's be real, one of the most stressful challenges out there, the modern internship hunt.
Does this sound familiar? Yeah. If this message from a student on Reddit hits close to home, you are so not alone. The internship scramble is a real thing. But believe it or not, there actually is a system behind all the chaos. And once you see how it works, you can make it work for you.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at the problem. Then we'll decode the recruiting calendar that pretty much runs the whole show. After that, we'll build out your winning playbook, take a peek inside an employer's mind, and even map out a solid plan B. All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first, let's just acknowledge the core problem. The internship hunt feels like this frantic, high-stakes race. And the pressure is massive because, a good internship feels like it's the golden ticket to a full-time job.
But here's the secret. Behind all that chaos, there's a surprisingly predictable system. And the single most important thing you need to get is that the entire game has shifted earlier. It all comes down to the calendar. So this is huge. The whole recruiting process has moved up. September is now the starting gun, with companies scrambling to lock in the best talent before their competitors can. By October, the floodgates are wide open. What this really means is that the old strategy of kind of waiting until spring to get serious, that's just a recipe for getting left behind now. And the data, this is from RippleMatch. It really shows there are two different games being played. For STEM roles, applications peak hard and fast. A full quarter of them come pouring in during October alone. But look at non-STEM roles. It's more of a dual peak strategy. You've got a big push in October, but then there's this other really crucial second wave in February. Just knowing which wave you should be riding gives you a massive strategic edge.
Okay, so you know the when, let's move on to the how. It's time to build your playbook, and we're going to start with the absolute non-negotiable fundamentals.
This right here is your foundation. Your resume, your LinkedIn, they have to be sharp, up to date, and ready to go before that September kickoff. And you need to activate your entire network. I'm talking family friends, your parents' friends, not just alumni. And when you apply, you have to be fast. Recruiters will tell you, the first people to apply often get the most attention. But if you really want to get an edge, you have to do more than just apply online. This is all about being proactive. Don't just wait for a posting to show up. Cold email some smaller companies that you think are cool. Use technology to your advantage with job alerts. And seriously, become a familiar, friendly face at your school's career services. They know about opportunities that you will never find on your own.
Now for my favorite part, an insider's view. Let's take a look at what's happening on the other side of that application portal. Because the rules for how companies are picking candidates, they are changing, and they're changing fast.
So, you can pretty much forget everything you thought you knew. It used to be all about the resume, the GPA, the credentials. That's not the whole story anymore. Companies are shifting away from just what's on paper and moving toward these practical, skills-based tests. They want to see what you can actually do and how you think on your feet. This is a big one. A lot of employers now believe that a candidate's personality and just a genuine eagerness to learn is actually more valuable than a perfect resume. And why is that? Well, because an enthusiastic intern who's a good fit for the culture can often adapt and grow into a role way faster than someone who has more experience but less drive. And I know, don't roll your eyes at that one-way video interview request. Think of it this way. That short video is your chance to show off your personality and passion in a way that just, black and white text on a resume never could. It's a tool that lets your creativity shine through and helps you stand out from that huge pile of applications.
And then there's this trend, gamified challenges. Some companies are using these interactive, almost game-like challenges to find talent. And they're not just for fun. They're actually designed to see how you solve problems and how you approach a challenge in real time. It's a way for you to prove your skills instead of just listing them.
But what if you're watching this and thinking, oh no, I totally missed that main September-October window for a summer job? Okay, first, take a breath. Do not panic. There are other really powerful strategic options on the table.
So let me introduce you to the off-cycle internship. This is an internship you do during the school year. You can think of it as like a strategic side door into the industry you want to be in.
So what's the trade-off? Well, the single biggest pro here is that you're facing way less competition. An off-cycle role can be a fantastic tool to build up your resume or maybe offset a lower GPA. But you do have to weigh the cons. A lot of these positions are unpaid or lower paying, and they can be a bit less structured. Still, the experience can make you a much stronger candidate for future summer roles, even if it's less likely to turn directly into a full-time job.
And that brings us to our last, and honestly, maybe our most important point. Let's zoom out and put all this into perspective. This internship hunt is not a one-shot final exam for your entire career. It's just one leg of a much longer race.
So what if you feel like you've missed out completely for this cycle? Take a breath. It is not the end of the road. It's not even close.
It's time to regroup and refocus your energy. Go talk to your career advisors about opportunities that aren't posted online. Shift your search to entry-level jobs. Internships are not the only way in. Build up your portfolio with personal projects, and maybe most importantly, take care of yourself. Avoiding burnout isn't being lazy. It's a critical part of developing a long-term career.
Because ultimately, getting or not getting one specific internship doesn't define your potential at all. It's just one data point in a long and evolving journey. The real question isn't just about what opportunity you can find, but what opportunity you're going to create for yourself next.